welcome back into North Dakota Today. A local nonprofit dedicated to changing the lives of formerly incarcerated individuals has just opened a new facility in Minot. They have other facilities available as well. We have Scott and Jeff both here from the F5 Project to tell us more about the organization. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I'm a bit familiar with F5. I had the founder on the show before, right when I began my career here in Fargo, so I learned a lot. But for those who might not know, explain what the mission of F5 is.
So the mission of F5 is the F5 Project is to provide services for transitional living, provide services to people coming out of prison, jail, in the community, provide community support through people dealing with addiction, mental health, different things going on in their life that they're down and out a little bit, and we want to give that support so they can continue and move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, let's continue that part of the conversation about just having that fundamental support for when you're released or when you're struggling or when you're going through that transition. Why is it so important?
I think it's really important because there's a lot of people that are, when they're going through these things, you know, they feel alone.
Yeah.
They don't feel like they have anybody that's really cares about them. And they've done some things or had some things that have happened to them, you know, that cause them to think that nobody really cares.
Yeah.
And the big thing is caring, you know. That we want to make sure that they feel that they're a part of something. And that's a big part of it, is just making sure they feel like somebody cares enough to show up when they need help.
Let's talk about the housing facilities and the resources that you guys offer, including your new location in Minot.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's expansive, though, what you guys do offer. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we're statewide. We provide services throughout all the major cities in the state of North Dakota.
Yeah.
The Minot house, it's our first house that we purchased.
Wow.
So that was a huge step for
Yeah,
F5.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in, right now for housing, we are in Fargo. We have 3 houses in Fargo, 1 in Grand Forks. We're in the process of another one in Bismarck, so we'll have 3 in Bismarck, and then the 1 in Minot.
Wow.
So we feel it's important, you know, one of the things that we talk about is transitioning. You know, a lot of the guys that are coming to us, right now we just have housing for men.
Right.
But our goal is within the next year to also provide it for women coming out of prison, those kind of things. So a lot of it is 95% of the people going to prison are coming back to our communities. So our goal is to try to help those people get transitioned back into somewhat, or whatever normal is, but a different lifestyle. And with that process, we do transitional housing. So with that housing, we're trying to help them understand the importance of starting to build up a rent history, being able to provide them with services. And we do run a tight ship. We make sure, you know, our housing, we have a curfew. The first 30 days that they're with us. They have to have a job within 2 weeks of being with us. They have to remain clean and sober. We do random drug testing. We have different programs that we provide. We have a reentry program. We have a house meeting. They have to attend some kind of recovery meeting. So we require them to have at least 3 meetings a week, and we keep them busy. It's not, you know, people talk about flop houses, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not that where they just get to hang out. They have to be doing something productive, and we stay on top of that. We have an excellent housing staff. That Christy Johnson we just brought on as our statewide housing director. So she's been involved with the state. She's been involved with F5 since its inception. So it's really cool where we're headed with this.
Yeah, and you know, to keep a structure like that and to really keep a routine, it's just for the ultimate betterment of these people who are going through these transitions. So when you're listing those things off, it might sound like a lot, but truly it's for the betterment of each individual. So I just love that you pointed that out.
And the community.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
A full circle moment there.
Yep.
So how important is that for rural areas too?
Well, rural areas right now are underserved. You know, they just don't have the services, and that was the one area. You know, we know Bismarck, we have our houses, Grand Forks, and Fargo. You know, the bigger areas in North Dakota, and we have those services. But Minot really didn't have a lot of services, and we felt that the house that we did buy had been involved with transitional living, residential treatment for 22 years, and the person had reached out to us and said, hey, we want to keep the house in the recovery community, which is really cool. And we worked on with her and in the purchase of it, and through that process we're actually working with the city right now. We can have 5 people in the house currently with the permits and things that are set up.
Okay.
But I have a meeting actually next week with the city of Minot to go over some of those other things that we can do to better the house that we're in, or the fourplex that we're in, to provide up to 9 to 12 residents.
Incredible. Okay, and you have some pretty big events coming up
We
too,
do.
I hear, huh?
We have some events that we're really excited
Okay.
about, starting with next Thursday, August 10th. We're having a Back the Blue fundraiser. We're partnering with Big Boy out of Bismarck, who's bringing their food truck into our parking lot, which is at 1122 First Avenue North.
Yeah.
And people can come. We're going to have a limited menu. But 50% of the proceeds from Big Boy will be going to local police and their families, and 100% of what F5 raises will be going to the police and their families.
Wow.
We're going to have a dunk tank, including our CEO, Adam Martin. So we're all going to get a chance to dunk him in the water.
How fun!
Yeah. So we're really excited about that.
Okay.
And then we also, on September 18th, have our golf tournament coming up, the F5 Golf Open.
Yeah.
This is taking place at the Moorhead Country Club. And if you would like more information on that, you can go to our website at f5project.org/events.
Okay, I love the
And
work you guys are doing. Yep, go ahead.
The other part is with the dunk tank, we're having Sergeant Sean Gamrot is also going to be in shorts.
So
And
we're back in the blue and dunking
yeah,
the blue,
we're
huh?
dunking the blue. Let's do it good.
That's right.
So anybody got anything with Sean, come on out and dunk him.
I love that. Well, thank you both so much for coming on today, and I just wish you the best with this endeavor.
Thank
Well,
you.
I got to end it with a dad joke, can I?
Oh gosh, let's
So
hear
where
it.
do bad rainbows go
Bad rainbows? Where?
when they're bad? They go to prism.
Prism,
they
a
get
color prism.
They get a light sentence.
You sound like my dad. I'm going to tell him about this right now.
You can use that joke.
All right, coming up on today's show, Apex Physical Therapy having a knee pain event. We're chatting with their physical therapist right here after the break.